Hey everyone, this is Peter 24/7 from Project Ghost with another WarDragons diary. So today the event started shortly ago, and with that the Crystal Caves preparation phase has just begun. So I said yesterday that I was going to go over the details of Crystal Caves now that we have a little more insight to how it's going to be set up. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to start by looking through the rules of how it is. So I'm just going to read through this quickly, and then we'll go into the battle screen and see how it is. So Crystal Caves, under the freezing Stygian glaze in the north are the subterranean reaches, an underground dwarven network of caves, mines, and cities. After the strange eclipse, previously inert crystals in caves near the surface of this network, ignored and forgotten, began glowing and swelling with power periodically, following unknown and mysterious cosmic patterns. After discovering magical power could be extracted with little effort from these crystals, when they surged with energy, dragon lords flock to the north to battle over the powerful resources that can be gained from raw magical power harvested from these crystals. So an overview. In Crystal Caves, teams compete to earn the highest VP by destroying crystals and earning bonuses for their team. Every round, teams will be paired randomly inside a cave housing 3 crystals. PvP attacks on the enemy team will earn points towards winning the crystal and earning its special bonus. Crystals will respawn after a short cooldown. So crystal types and bonuses. So there are 5 types of crystals. There's fire, ice, wind, earth, and dark. So the fire crystals gives you a dragon boost. These crystals increase the HP or damage of dragons for your whole team for the duration of event battles. Bonuses max out at 25% boost. Tower boosts. These crystals increase the HP or damage of towers for your whole team for the duration of the event battles. Bonuses max out at 25% boost. VP chunk, or the wind crystals. These crystals provide a big chunk of extra VP for your team. They cannot be attacked with mega coins, so only your supers and your singles. VP boost, earth crystals. These crystals increase the VP earned from flights and VP chunks for your whole team for the duration of the event. Bonuses max out at 25%. And bombs. Bombs deal percent-based damage for your team to the other 2 crystals in the cave, making it easier for your team to win them. Bombs will spawn with a dragon class or element requirement and will need a matching dragon to be flown in order to earn its points. So, Dark Hunter or a Fire Warrior. You'll have to match the element if you want to finish off the bomb. Also, you have the unique dragon bonus. The Crystal Caves event will also provide a special 10 times boost multiplier for every unique dragon successfully flown in battle. In order to be eligible for the boost, a dragon must deal 70% destruction on its own to the enemy base. Unique dragon boost may be applied once per dragon per round and will reset at the start of every round. Up to 10 dragons may earn this boost per round. So if you have a roster of 10 dragons that you use a different dragon each time, and as long as you get to the 70% mark, you will get that 10% boost on the damage that is inflicted. So this is how we are grouped up. As you can see here, each team is grouped with someone else, and since there's 25 teams, one team will be paired up with a PvE or the Black Bloods bases. So as you can see here, the first round will be Project Ghost against the PvE. So I guess we were kind of lucky with this. But we're going to open up this and see what it looks like. So there are 3 different categories. As you can see here, we have the wind, dark, and the ice. So the wind, as you know already, 40,000 VP points will be awarded for the first team to complete this. If you look at the dark, 25% all crystal progress, and plus 25% to all crystal progress, and 1% building HP for the right one. So these carry over once you get it. So the 1%, if you click on the eye, it'll give you more insight as to what it is. This is the VP chunk. This is the bomb. So once we complete this, it will do 25% damage to the wind and the ice as well. And then you have the ice one, which will give us 1% addition to our building HP. And like it said in the rules, it gives you, it caps out at 25%. Now you got to keep in mind that these bonuses that you get from here, from the tower and the dragon and the VP progression, will give you that reward, but it will stay with you throughout the other rounds. So the first round we have here, the next round will be matched with someone else, the next round will be matched with someone else. But if we clear and end up getting 4% added to our building HP, that will actually carry over to the next round. So your bases are getting progressively stronger, your dragons are getting progressively stronger. So you want to look at what you want to prioritize. So what I see here is we have 3 options. Once we destroy a crystal, or once a crystal is destroyed, there will be time where there will be a short cooldown time, and then a new crystal will appear. So you want to make sure you're prioritizing your team on which will be best for your benefits. So I'm not sure how much HP each of these crystals have, or how much time it takes to get through it, but I don't have the progressional boost here, but I think if I did have it, I would probably prioritize on that, just because it increases the amount of VP we would get every single time we beat one of the wind crystals, or every single time we are gaining VP, which ultimately that's what leads to you winning the PvP. So looking at the rewards we can possibly get from here, I think depending on how much HP these have, we would probably be best off having the entire team go after the wind, as it gives us the 40,000 additional VP. And then we would start to work most likely on the building HP. So if you want to know what boosts are active for your team currently, if you hit active boosts, it will list them all here. So it'll probably list it off in 3 different categories, as there's only 3 different boosts that you can get. So how much additional attack power do your dragons have? How much additional health, what additional health percentage does your bases have? And what extra payout on VP does your team have? And once again, these all stack. So as you progress through the event, round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, etc., they will eventually start getting bigger. Now, one thing you want to pay attention to is the percentages that you are at. To give you an example, later on in a later round, perhaps our building HP active boost is already at 25%. You need to remember from the rules that it caps out at 25%. So at any time, when you click on, in the leadership, when you click on active boosts, if you ever see a 25% there and an overlapping bonus, whether it be the VP, the towers, or the dragons, maybe you don't want to focus on that and you want to focus your efforts on something else. Also, keep in mind that as your dragons are getting that additional boost, that additional strength, and so are your towers, your enemies will probably be getting that additional boosts as well. So as their bases get stronger, even if you focus only on VP, you got to understand that eventually your opponent's bases will be stronger and stronger, and you won't be able to keep up. So in the beginning, I think for us, our first focus is going to be on the VP, and then we'll move on to the health. Once again, I'm not sure how much HP these will have as we're attacking them. I'm not allowed to open it up and click on them yet. Tomorrow, once the first round begins, I'll be able to see how that is, and I'll probably record myself doing that. But make sure that you are deciding strategically what you want to do. So right now, if you have these 5, if the VP boost or the Earth Crystal is ever in the first 3 or the available ones that you have, I think that that would be the number 1 priority. And completing those, as they will eventually and ultimately give you a larger amount of VP, which ultimately you are looking for. So getting the VP boost as a top priority. The second priority is the VP chunk, and then the dragon and the tower boosts. Now, depending on how much health these crystals have, and depending on how many of your players are on and actively contributing at taking down the health of these crystals, I'm not sure how much of a benefit the dark crystal will be, or the crystal bomb. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow when this starts, but if it's only going to take, a super run from 30 players to get through one of these crystals, depending on how active your team is, it may not be as beneficial as some may think. I know with our team, we're usually very active, especially at the beginning of the fight phase. If you look at Gauntlet, it took us 28 minutes to get through the entire chain island, and then we progressed to clear them almost as soon as they started respawning. So once again, focusing on the VP producers is what our priority will probably be, and then second priority would be the health and the building bonuses and the dragon bonuses. I guess we can't really go into too much detail about strategy until we actually play through it, and that's the whole point of this, where it's the beta. We're supposed to test it out, give our ideas, what do we think. So the only criticism or comment that I would have is, depending on the crystal, the amount of health that each crystal has, I would say that the bomb may or may not be irrelevant. So if each crystal has, let's say, 200,000 HP or something ridiculous like that, definitely, you may want to go for the bomb or whatnot, but it may take you away from being able to clear other islands, as this is probably a game of speed similar to the Gauntlet. So that's the basic overview. This is how it looks. We got to keep in mind that this is a beta. There will be no ranking points or anything. Oh, that's cool. You can actually open up the tabs of the other teams to see where or how far they've progressed, or what boosts they've acquired. So that's a cool thing. It looks like every team has the same choice of crystals to go after, and I guess that will so it's an even playing field basically. So I know that for us it'll probably be, like I said, the VP, then the building HP. We'll see how much health that these have. We also got to keep in mind that when you're going for the VP, you cannot use mega coins. So strategize accordingly. I would say everybody by now should have opened up and started talking about it. I think all teams have the same lack of insight of how this is going to progress, but I'm interested to see how much HP. I think that's my biggest question, how much HP each island has. Looking through the rules, it looks like it doesn't say, but I do know that we want to make sure we're using different dragons each run to optimize how quickly we can get through these crystals. So not sure how long these rounds are or how much HP these things have, but once again, if you ever come across a Earth Crystal or the VP boost, I would prioritize getting that as quickly as possible and increase the amount of VP you can possibly get by clearing these crystals and clearing the VP chunks. So let's take a look at the prizes. So for point achievements, they have the different tiers. This one only goes up to 15,000 as a max payout, but these are still free sigils for you. So I highly recommend, this is a total of 700 sigils that you can get from this event, not to mention the rubies that you can get. So even if you need to use your energy packs to do some extra runs, play it like it's an actual PvP and you're actually trying to place well for your rank points or for whatever reasons. I think that's the best way to judge whether or not this is going to be a good event, and it'll give us more insight and experience to actually bring these points to PG, which ultimately this is why they're doing the beta. So getting to the 15,000 points I think is very important. Getting those extra sigils, the extra inner fires, rubies and egg tokens, which everyone knows that I love by now. And they also have the team achievements, which is a joke, and honestly, whatever team you're on, there's no excuse for your team not to be able to get the third one. And this is an extra 300 sigils. So from this alone, from this beta testing alone, there's 900 sigils to be acquired just by playing it. Then also, if you look at the team rank, just like in the regular PvPs, there will be ranking. The only difference is that the prize amounts are smaller and there are no rank points involved. So just play with it, have fun. Once again, prioritize the VP on top of anything else. And then the boosts towards your dragon and your dragons and your towers. And keep an active eye on your active boosts, as you don't want to be going after crystals when you already have 25% to that boost. Once you get it, it will continue to accumulate and stack until you get to 25. So if right now we're in round 15 or round 20, and I look at my active boosts and it said building HP is 25%, I would look at this and say, hey, I don't need building HP. Black Bloods, go for it, have a heyday, you can have that, and we would focus on other crystals that we don't have. So it's all about building up your boosts, building up the VP, prioritizing that, and then moving from there. Also, while not forgetting that as your bases and your dragons get stronger, or as the rounds progress, the dragons and bases of your opponents, as well as most likely you, will be increasing. So as much as you focus, if you focused only on the VP chunks or the extra VP, you may end up getting to a point where you can't fly your opponent's bases. You have to fly the smaller bases because your opponent has been getting those HP boosts or the tower boosts, which is making it more difficult for your team to clear those bases. So prioritize the VP, but as you can acquire them, go for the dragon and the tower boosts. So I wish I could talk more about this. I think it looks kind of cool how it's set up. I think it has the potential to be a fun little event, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Tomorrow, once it starts, I'll be doing my vlog and we'll be able to see more about how it goes, or once again, my biggest question, how much HP each crystal has, and we will go from there. Also, fortification has started and the Atlas season is about to end. So we actually haven't been busy at all since Atlas came back to us. As you can see, I've started to build. I've got a few towers to 120. Still got a lot to go. I've just got to work on getting my lumber. I could probably use our bank and build as quickly as possible. But hey, there's lots of time, so I'm usually going to wait. I've boosted my mills just because I had the extra boosts. But really with Atlas, and after day 1 or 2, most people are done anyways. So it'll be easy farming probably later on in the day tomorrow. So everyone can focus on the new season of Atlas, as well as the new PvP that's coming out. I would also like to give everybody a reminder that Pocket Gems has said that they are not going to disable Atlas for the beta new PvP. So make sure you're keeping an eye on Atlas as well, and not just focused on this event, as your castle could be getting hit. You could be getting bubbled, or whatever the case may be, and you want to make sure that you don't lose sight of that. So don't stay in the event screen too long and ignore Atlas for too long. So I guess this is where we stand. If anyone has any questions or comments or any topics that they'd like me to talk about in the next in a future vlog, please post it in the comments and I'll be sure to get to it. For anyone who's interested, when you open up the event tab, usually during fortification or breeding, we recommend that you do not open any gold chests or bronze chests. If anyone still wants to open those chests, I suggest you open up crystal caves and then click on your armory, as anything you open here will give you PvP contents, and not the lumber packs or food packs or whatever you don't need. So I would suggest going into this tab when opening up anything during this event. Also, with the season, Necrix, the reboot has come. This line, a lot of people may go for it. In his time, Necrix was a great dragon, great setup dragon. I don't think he's as applicable of a dragon anymore. I may be wrong. He was a fun dragon, so many people may still want to get him. But against the endgame bases and everything, I don't know how good of a dragon he's going to be. I'm actually going to pass on it. I'm going to wait, once again, as I said last week, for the boosts that come on the lines, which is usually week 6. So I'm going to wait it out, save up my sigils, and get the line that comes out. That gives me the boost. I'm hoping it is a tower, and then I'm going to work from there. So as difficult as it is for me to just sit by and save up my sigils, I'm actually going to do that. Currently I have 6,700, and I still currently have a long way to go in fortification event. I built what I could in the beginning. I used my packs and everything, and I still got a long way to go. So I'm at 5.5 million. I'll probably want to max my base, so I'll probably end up getting to the 16 million or close to it. If I get close enough, I'll just push to it, but we'll see how things go from there. So anyways, thanks for watching. Enjoy the PV, enjoy the event, enjoy building and making those super bases, and tune in tomorrow and we'll talk about the event as it goes live and how it goes. And anyone who has any comments on the event once it started, post it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's make a point of conversation. And if you have any suggestions or anything that you would like to give Pocket Gyms about this event, they have a lot of threads open up in the forum. I suggest you give your feedback, because the more we give them feedback, whether it be positive or constructive, the better they can shape the event to facilitate us. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you all tomorrow.